Hey everyone, it's Reekyracer here with Plane Mechanic Simulator. This game just came out on the 14th of February, so I was actually gifted it by a friend of mine, Steam friend, Havic, so thank you very much, and I thought I'd give it a bit of a go. So we'll go through it here. We've got all the controls: move forward, move backward, move left, move right, run, crouch, crawl, zoom, disassembly mode, assembly mode, inspect mode, and interact. And then you got your mouse intensity here, so I'll leave all that there the way it is. We do have video settings here: 1920, 1080, full screen, VSync on, texture quality is all high. And as you can see, 60 frames a second running there. So what else have we got? The audio, I have actually turned the master volume down a little bit because it was a little bit loud. But if it does need to go down a little bit further, you can always change the music or whatever you want. There. And then you just got the credit and the exit. So we'll go to game. We will start a new game here because I haven't actually started anything. And so we'll start here. Reeky. What's this, expert? No, I don't think we need expert mode, so we'll go. I haven't actually given this a go myself yet. This is the first playthrough, so we'll all be learning together. So welcome to RAF Nether Avon. Oh, there we go, it just disappeared straight away. Look, tips. There's a lot of work to do, so let's get straight to it. You can see in the notebook that the pilot mentioned power variations in the engine. This looks like a problem with the fuel system. Let's start by opening the right engine cowling. So, here we go. At about 15 minutes after takeoff, the engine started randomly losing power. Had to turn back and land. After fixing this, please refuel the aircraft for the next flight tomorrow. So fix the engine problem. And mechanic name, you got the Tiger Moth, you got the pilot's name there, the serial number, and time to complete. There is no actual time to complete. So we will, off we go. So look around there. Got a few seats here. Look at over here. We've got a toolbox over here, so this must be the workbench where you fix it. Oh yeah, parts maintenance. Okay. Then we have a little jack stand here. Got a broom and a bucket. And another jack stand. Got a little truck here. Oh, that's for the replace broken parts. And a little fuel truck here. Can't actually get in. So it's just sitting there. So that's speed limit of 20 mile an hour. Okay. RAF 230, so looks pretty cool. Oh, what's this? This oil bowser as well, so we must have to pick that up and move that around. And a ladder. And another broom and bucket. Alright. So here we have a Tiger Moth. So we have to open the right engine cowling. So there we go. When removing parts, you can rotate the camera with the movement keys. Scrolling the mouse wheel will move the camera closer and further. Pressing middle mouse button will focus the camera on the cursor. You can also zoom by pressing F. To go back to movement controls, press the right mouse button. So we've got a. So we can we go like tips? Okay, thank you very much. Now let's find the damaged part. Switch to inspect mode 3. To check the status of a part, click on it and hold it for about a second. So, okay, that's green and that's red. Now let's remove the damaged carburetor. First press 1 to switch to disassembly mode. So we will do that with the number 1 key. And now remove the part. Notice that you first need to remove the air intake pipe. So you click on the actual air intake pipe and Oh, okay, so we can move around. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Just one click and you can get rid of 3 bolts at a time. Oh, wow. I don't like this view. That's really weird. Now can we zoom back in again so that we can... Oh, zoom too far. Alright, now we'll click on the carburetor. Click all the little bolts there. Okay, some parts can be repaired on the spot, while others need to be replaced. Go to the workbench and press space to begin repairing the damaged carburetor. So, can we get back into that's looking mode, that's add parts mode, and that's disassemble mode. So, okay. So we'll come over to the bench over here, and now we've got to get the space bar to come up. There we go. Carburetor damaged. By repairing parts, you'll save the spare ones for others, which will contribute to your overall score. This in turn will help. Okay, to start the repair, click on one of the yellow spots, then press and hold the left mouse button to start applying the oil. The goal is to release the button if the oil level is within the green zone. You can rotate the part with the movement keys. To complete the repair, you need 3 out of 4 hits. Completing all 4 will restore the part to the pristine condition. So that looks like a yellow dot there. Oh, too short. So now where's a... Oh, there's a yellow dot there. Oh, a bit too long that time. Okay, this is a bit tricky. Oh, got one. And 33% repair status there, as you can see down in the corner there. Hey, no, we don't want the tips. So we'll click this yellow and got that one. So the restore failed. If you fail to repair a part, you can always replace it. Go to the truck and fill out the replacement form. Do not forget to sign it too. So 1 carburetor, and that'll do. Pretty cool little signature. Good, now switch to install mode number 2 and put the carburetor and intake pipe back into the engine, then close the cowling. So we'll come into here. Now, let's zoom in a little, there we go. And they spin in nicely. And now the air intake pipe. And they seem to just click them once and they start doing up all by themselves. So that mechanic on that's a little bit different. Whereas in Car Mechanic Simulator, you have to actually hold it down. So click, and that is done. So now, and we have to refuel the aircraft. We need a ladder to access the fuel tank because it is actually on top of the wing here. So how close? Put the ladder down. I'm trying. Ah, there we go. Now we need to come over here and pick up the hose. Like, oh, look at that. That's cool. It's on a little boom there. Walk around with a little boom. And climb the ladder is space again. Now we will need to go, actually, there we go, remove. So remove the fuel cap. And now grab the fuel hose from the Bowser, which I've already got in my hand. Put it into the fuel tank. Press space. There it goes there. Now, do I have to turn this on or anything? Oh yeah, here we go. Bowser controls, so space. Oh, there we go. All that's left now is to put the hose back to the Bowser and close the fuel intake. Okay. Oh, fuel inlet, sorry. Nah, what's going on here? I don't want you to move the ladder. I want to climb the ladder. No! Climb the ladder. Because it uses spacebar for everything. We'll put the fuel cap back on while we're up here. Then we will climb back down and put the hose away. So there we go. And off the little fuel truck goes. And we'll move the ladder back over to the side here so old Bud Pilot can get out now that his plane's all ready to go, although they may have to move that. Ah, there we go. That is the escape key for the task. We sign it here. And fix the problem with engine power, refuel the aircraft, final result, perfect job. It's got 50 points for that there. Looks like we have to actually get 500 points to get aircraftman first class. Alright, so that's the first task completed. So it looks like while we're still this low level, we're running with these Tiger Moth aircraft. Command has finally ordered a new set of wheels for each aircraft. Please replace them in mine. We have to replace the wheels and refuel. But we will go and do that. Exit that tip. Suppose if we get this jack and put under there. Okay, now we have to wind. Hey, look at that. You've actually got to hold your mouse, left mouse key down and start rotating your mouse around in little circles. Oh, now it's heavy. Oh, gotta get a really good circle going. That's actually got some weight to it. That's unreal. Remove the left wheel. Well, that's the right wheel. This would be the left wheel. Wheel cap. And we zoom in and maybe... Oh, wheel cap. Take off the little... And we actually... I'd rather roll. No, down. Down, please. Wow, these... Oh, there we go. Okay, so you got to use your WASD. So that little cap should come off. Okay, now we've got the wheel nut. So the wheel nut. And to replace the part, just go to the truck and fill in the replacement form. Don't forget to sign it. To get out of that, you actually right click, come around to the other wheel. I suppose we get both wheels off at the same time. Scroll down so we can actually see it. That's better. So the controls are a little bit different to get for it, but once you get used to it, in this mode, W and S and A and D. So that'll actually rotate the camera view around. And to get out of this view, you hit the right mouse button. So we come over to the truck and we need to replace that, and my signature's different every time, which is cool. Now, inventory, I suppose. We've got two wheels here, and damaged, no. So they're both, yeah. Oh, no, we don't want to exit. So do we... Ah, there we go. Now go and put the wheels back on the aircraft. Okay. I would say we have to go to our inventory and get our pristine wheel here. Fine and pristine. Oh, we have to go to add part. So that is the number 2 on your keyboard. Do add parts and then wheel cap back on. And you just have to click these once when they highlight like that, and they'll screw themselves in, which is pretty cool. So wheel nut on this side, wheel cap on that side. Got the 5 little bolts that go into the wheel cap. And that job's completed. But he also wanted it refueled as well. So grab the ladder and go through our little refueling process again. We have to pick up the hose. Find the ladder. And we need to remove the part, which is the number 1 key. Then spacebar to insert the hose. There we go, refueled nicely. No, I don't want to take the ladder, I want to climb the ladder, please. Climb the ladder. So you just got to move your point of view around a little bit just to get that climb the ladder instead of actually picking up the ladder. So there you go, little truck will drive away in a second. There ya. As you can see, there's in a bit of a military area here. You got all the little hot air balloons. So we will take the ladder again, sit it back over here. I don't know why that fuel tank thing's still there, not really sure on that. There we go. And as you can see, the wheels are brand new. We go to the task and we've ticked both of those, so then we need to sign here again. That'll do. And that gave us 5 points and another 5 points. And that's given us 90 points all up. On to the next job. Sign that one off. And we are now at 221. Might do another one and we may leave it after that. Get up to about 250 here. And then I'll do some off camera. There's going to be a lot of landings today. Make sure that the undercarriage is in good condition. Check the undercarriage and refuel the aircraft. Okay, so come over here. We'll go into inspect mode. Oh, damaged. Mustn't be able to inspect these. Oh, I don't know. I would have thought you would. That wheel's damaged. Wheel cap's fine. Right compression leg. And exhaust. So you mustn't be able to do these parts at the moment. Can't really take the wheels off it if it's still on the ground. Oh, that's so tight. There we are. Now we'll be able to remove the wheels. And maybe we can inspect these parts while the wheels are off. No? Very strange, but that's alright. Looks like that bit was fine anyway. And I'd say these would be the only ones that you actually have to worry about. The other parts you probably don't need to. So we'll go over to the truck because you can't repair tyres or wheels. So we'll sign. They're going to wonder who this bloke is because he keeps signing his name differently every time. So New tyre on there, new wheel cap, and 5 bolts there. Walk around this way. Put that wheel on. Wheel cap. Do these 5 bolts up. And oh, it's a bit difficult going back the other way. Pick up the jack, take it back over here, and now I'm stuck. Okay, all good. Why can't I put my jack down? Pick up jack. Space bar. Oh, okay. You gotta put it back in the right spot. Alright, sorry. My bad. Alright, we'll bring the ladder over here. And sit it there. Remove the fuel cap once more. Set the hose. Turn the Bowser controls on. And done. Fuel cap on again. A couple of aeroplanes flying over there. Sounds pretty cool. I've actually done well with the ambient sounds. Alright, so check the undercarriage. We did. We did check the undercarriage, did we not? Well, these ones all look a bit worn out, to be honest, but it wouldn't allow you to sort of do these ones, so I'm not really sure how that's all. Ah, that one's orange. I didn't notice that, so I might have to. How do we get back up? Ah, there we go. I should have probably looked at that. Hopefully we can do that without actually taking the tyre back off again. Oh! It's unreal with the weight on it. Okay, now remove mode. See if we can actually fix this. It says it's fine. Okay. What if we replace? No, it doesn't want to. Well, that's very strange then. Well, we'll put that one back in then. Because I don't know what else it could have been. It's fine. Pristine, pristine. And it's saying I haven't checked the undercarriage still, so I don't know unless it wants you to check the back undercarriage. Ah, there we go, it's damaged. So that's the tail skid. So we will remove we're gonna have to lift this up. I don't know how. Do we? Ah, look at that. Now I've got lots of little bolts here. Undo the little tail skid. Lots of bolts. So we'll come over to the bench. Hopefully that's going to sort of let us. There we go. Inventory. Tail skid. Status damage, so we can't. It's not repairable, so we have to go over and buy a new tail skid. Which I suppose they probably just wear out over time. So there we go. There's the signature. Add the part. So there's 12 little bolts to do up there. As you can see, they are all doing up. And it looks like that job is now complete. Now where was this? Here somewhere? There. Now we can lower the front. Pick up that jack. And then you get stuck. That's really weird, you get stuck in place. Wow. That's pretty... Wow. Okay, I'm stuck in place, so we're just going to have to say that that task is done there, because, yeah, there's something wrong there. So there we go, we're well over halfway to the first class aircraftman after a few jobs, and we may leave it there for this first Let's Play. But let us know in the comments if you want to keep seeing more of this, because as you can see here with the next job, we do have to actually check the spark plugs, and it's going to start getting more and more mechanic-ish, I suppose, or more and more into the mechanicking side of things, if we're going to be replacing spark plugs and such. So it should actually start getting interesting. I just thought we'd have a bit of a first look at it, show you what the game's like. To be honest, it's not a bad game. There's no real game-breaking bugs that I can see of. They do need to work on a few things, but like I said, it is early access, so I'm sure they will. And at the end of the day, it may actually turn out to be a really, really highly polished game, such as the other mechanic simulators that are out there. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and let me know in the comments, like I said, if you want to keep seeing some more of this series. And yeah, until next time, bye.